Welcome back to another Food Can Also Be Medicine recipe. I'm Dr. Joanette. I'm your longevity expert and also a Blue Zone native as well as an ER doctor. In today's recipe, we are cooking a low-calorie, high-protein meal that could be either lunch, dinner, and is also perfect for meal prep. So let's get cooking. But don't forget to watch all the way to the end because you are going to want to learn how this meal is also medicine for your body. We're going to get started by creating a marinade for our chicken. This is a lemon garlic chicken cauliflower rice bowl. To create the marinade, we're going to start with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. This recipe serves 2. And to that, we're adding a couple of cloves of minced garlic, about a teaspoon, maybe a couple teaspoons of soy sauce, a teaspoon or so of Dijon mustard, some dill, about a teaspoon or so, and one of my favorites, a little smoked paprika. Love smoked paprika. Goes in almost everything. Some salt, about a teaspoon, and some lemon juice, about a tablespoon. Set that aside and whisk that all together in a bowl, shallow bowl that will fit your 10 to 12 ounces of chicken breast. That means that each person is going to have 5 to 6 ounces of chicken breast. That's going to give you about 40 to 45, maybe even 50 grams of protein. Nice amount of protein. And into that, we are putting our chicken breast. Let that marinate up real good. Doesn't take very long to marinate it, maybe 10 minutes or so only. I'm gonna wash my hands here. After you handle chicken, make sure you always wash your hands. We're gonna set the rest of that all aside, and next we're gonna make our topping for our recipe. To make our topping, we're gonna start with a half a cup of Greek yogurt. You want just the plain yogurt. And to that, you're gonna add about a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, a little salt, and some pepper. We're gonna whisk that all up together. It's a fairly thick sauce. If you want to thin it down a little bit, you can add a little milk, or to keep it lower carb, a little heavy cream. The extra fat is good for you. It's delicious, and it thins down your dressing by a little bit. Makes it a little easier to pour on your bowl. Okay, we're gonna set that aside. And now let's get cooking and cook up our chicken as well as all of our veggies. We're gonna be adding to our chicken about a cup to a cup and a half of red peppers, cup and a half of broccoli, a nice generous 2 to 3 handfuls of spinach, and our cauliflower rice is the base. Instead of regular rice, we're using cauliflower rice. Let's get an induction burner. I love cooking with cast iron. It adds a little extra iron to your food, and it's what my mom had when I was a kid growing up in a blue zone. We cooked with cast iron. We pretty much had the Dutch ovens, the skillets, and we had a few stainless steel pans, but for the most part, we used cast iron. So I love cooking with cast iron. If you're interested in purchasing a nice cast iron grill pan like this one, scroll down to the links below. You can find a link that'll take you out to where you can purchase the grill pan. You can purchase also the induction burner and the other things that you see me use here today, like that really cool whisk. And thank you for purchasing them. It helps support me in this channel. I get a very small commission, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So thank you. Let's turn on our burner here, and I want to add a little oil to the burner. One of the things when you're cooking with cast iron, you want to make sure your pan is nice and hot before you put anything in it, especially when you're frying in a frying pan. Before you add your meat or whatever it is, your eggs, whatever it is you're frying, make sure your pan is nice and hot. It helps your food, especially eggs. It prevents them from sticking. One of the complaints I get is my food sticks in my cast iron skillet. Well, there's 2 reasons for that. One is it probably wasn't hot enough, and 2 is after you use it, you want to make sure that you condition it. To condition it, it means that you clean it out, put it on the burner, heat it up, and then put a little bit of Crisco on it to add just a very thin layer of conditioning grease to your pan. And that will really help also in preventing sticking of your food. Give it a little bit more time. Our chicken's been marinating about 10 minutes now, and it'll be ready to go right into that fry pan. It is warm enough, hot enough now. You see a little bit of smoke coming off, and that oil, that grease on there is shimmering. So you want to put your chicken right onto that hot skillet. Listen to that sound. Love the sound. You want to leave that chicken right on that hot surface for a couple of minutes before, maybe about 3 minutes before you actually turn it. That will help it release from the pan better if it's cooked pretty well on that one side. While this is cooking, let's talk a little bit about why this dish is also medicine. This is a low carb, high protein dish. Having an adequate amount of protein in our diet, usually about 80 to 100 grams per day, helps keep our muscles healthy and strong, which helps us prevent falls with our balance and all kinds of things as we get older. In addition to that, having a low carb diet, which is what this dish is low carb, only about 8 grams of carb per serving, keeps our blood sugar in balance. It prevents that, what I call blood sugar roller coaster, those spikes and those valleys that then shoots our blood sugar up, our insulin goes up to counteract it, and then our blood sugar crashes and sends us into the valley of fatigue, exhaustion, brain fog. So there you can see that nice char going on there. When you incorporate a low carb diet into your daily routine, you prevent those blood sugar spikes and you level out your glucose. In addition to that, when you add some fiber in the form of spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, peppers, that fiber then gets into your system and actually into your digestive system, forms like this little mesh. It kind of, as we chew it up and it gets digested, it forms this like gelatinous mesh that lines our digestive system and prevents extra carbohydrates from being absorbed. It slows down the carbohydrate that we have in our meal. And that also is key in helping prevent those blood sugar spikes and then the subsequent crashes. This meal basically checks all the boxes. It's high protein, low carb, good blood sugar balancing, high fiber. That fiber feeds your gut microbiome. All of those things contribute to your well-being. Help you stay healthy so that you don't have to take medicine, or at least as much medicine, for things like diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol. So there you have it. A food can be medicine recipe. Let's see how our chicken's coming along. I like to test the internal temperature of chicken when I cook it to make sure that it is well cooked. This little piece I think is probably cooked, and I'm gonna take it out. Let me double check its temperature here. After all, I'm a doctor. One of the first things I do for all of my patients when they come to see me is I check their temperature. I also check the temperature of my food, especially meat, to make sure that it is cooked. Chicken is one of those meats you do not want to eat raw. What do you want the temperature of your chicken to be? You want it to be about 170 degrees. And this one is 172 right on the nose. That part is a little less. So we're gonna leave that in there a little bit. And the big piece of chicken, it's gotta cook a little bit longer. I'm turned down my burner to give it a chance to cook a little bit longer. Our chicken is now, it's been cooking probably about 8 minutes. A nice 171 degrees, nicely cooked. And this one is definitely cooked. So I'm gonna take them out of the pan. We're gonna take them out of the pan, and I'm putting them on a little cutting board because I want to slice them. You can see that nice, beautiful golden color, that nice char on them. And we're gonna get the pan out of the way here. Just set it aside. And I'm gonna cut the chicken breast here. You wanna make sure that when you touch your raw chicken with any utensils that you clean it well before you then touch the cooked chicken with it. And I'm gonna flip that over and we're gonna just slice it into some nice slices here. And chicken, when you purchase chicken, get the free-range chicken or pasture-raised chicken, grass-fed chicken, organic, grass-fed, all of that is good. I have a neighbor down the street that has chickens, and I go down there and get chickens from him. I can see them every day outside in the pasture, in the yard, running around, eating bugs, eating grass. I know, it sounds kind of gross, doesn't it, eating bugs, but you know what, that's what chickens eat. One more, gonna cover that and just set it aside for now. And we're gonna go ahead and assemble the rest or cook the rest of the meal here. We're gonna start by adding our broccoli and our peppers to a cast iron kettle here. And we're gonna just steam them lightly. I'm gonna add a little water to it and a little salt. If you have a steamer basket, that works great as well. And while that's cooking, I'm also going to go ahead and just microwave my riced cauliflower and get it heated up. I purchased frozen riced cauliflower. Just look for riced cauliflower without any seasonings, with nothing more than just your riced cauliflower. It's a quick and convenient way when you're in a hurry to, rather than you can make your own riced cauliflower by grating whole fresh cauliflower, but it's also easy. I kind of like the convenience of just purchasing the frozen plain riced cauliflower as well. So once the veggies are nice and tender, a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes, doesn't take very long, go ahead and add your spinach right into that kettle and let it wilt down. Lid back on it there and let it steam a bit. Doesn't take long for that spinach to wilt down. That's looking pretty good. Give it a little stir and I think it's done. We are ready to assemble our delicious low carb, low calorie, high protein lunch. Got to get the cauliflower rice. So into our bowl, we're going to put about a cup each bowl, about a cup and a half of your cauliflower rice. You can add more if you want, a couple of cups. Like put that right in the bottom there. And next, you're going to add your vegetables right on top, kind of spread them around a little bit. Looks like I got most of the spinach on that one, so we'll put a little bit more over here on this one. Beautiful, look how bright and pretty those veggies are. And we're ready for that chicken. Kind of take about half of it on each one. Just gonna spread it out across the top, just like that. And we're gonna put some on here. And lastly, we're gonna give it a nice drizzle. I added some extra dill, actually dill to our sauce here. I love dill in a creamy sauce. And we're gonna just drizzle a little across the top of this chicken like that. And you can serve it on the side as well, or you could just not add the sauce and just let everybody add their own sauce to their bowl. And lastly, I like to top it with a little bit of bagel everything seasoning. There you have it, a delicious low carb, high protein, low calorie meal. That is also medicine. Let's give it a try. A little bit of everything here. That is really delicious. The chicken is tender and flavorful. The vegetables are still a little crunchy, and the cauliflower rice just brings it all together. Thank you for joining me today. And don't forget to go out to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com. There's a link there that'll take you out where you can find the full recipe as well as read about many other recipes and find other recipes that are medicine for your body. Remember, food can also be medicine. I'm Dr. Joanette, and I'll see you next time on the Dr. Joanette channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also sign up for notifications. Have a wonderful week.